My brother demanded I pick his kids up from school. His shady reason blew my mind. I should have said no the first time he asked. "Hey, can you grab the kids from school today?" my brother Liam said, like it was nothing. No explanation, no build-up, just expectation. I paused, phone pressed between my shoulder and ear, staring at my laptop screen. Don't you usually do that?" "Yeah, but I'm busy. Just this week, okay?" Just this week. That's what he said. And like an idiot, I agreed. Look, Liam and I weren't super close. We talked on holidays, shared awkward family dinners, and occasionally sent each other memes we didn't laugh at. But he had 2 kids, Maya and Ethan, and I adored them. So I figured, how bad could it be? Day 1, I showed up at the school gate at 3 p.m. Maya ran into my arms. "Auntie, why are you here?" "Your dad asked me to pick you guys up," I said, smiling. She frowned. That was the first weird thing. "Dad said he'd come," she muttered. I brushed it off. Kids forget things. But Ethan, he just looked nervous, quiet, not like himself. The drive home was awkward. No music, no chatter, just the soft hum of the engine and something heavy sitting in my chest. "Did something happen at school?" I asked. They both shook their heads. Then Maya said something that stuck with me. "Dad's been acting weird." I laughed lightly. "Weird how?" She hesitated, looked at her brother, then back at me. "He keeps telling us not to tell anyone things." I tightened my grip on the steering wheel. "Like what things?" She went quiet. Ethan spoke instead, barely above a whisper. "He said it's a secret." That's when my stomach dropped. But I didn't push. Not yet. When we got to their house, Liam wasn't there. That was the second weird thing. His car was gone, lights off, no note. "Does he usually leave you guys alone?" I asked, trying to keep my voice calm. His car was gone, lights off, no note. "Does he usually leave you guys alone?" I asked, trying to keep my voice calm. Maya shrugged. Sometimes. Sometimes. I stayed. Of course I stayed. I made them snacks, helped with homework, tried to act normal while my brain screamed that something wasn't right. Liam didn't come home until almost 9 p.m. When he walked in, he looked off, disheveled, pale, like he hadn't slept. "Oh, hey," he said casually, like leaving his kids alone for hours was completely normal. "Thanks for helping out." I crossed my arms. "Where were you?" "Work." "At 9 p.m.? He didn't answer, just walked past me into the kitchen. That was the third weird thing. He didn't even look at his kids. No hug, no "how was your day," nothing. Just distance. Later, when I was leaving, he followed me out. "Same time tomorrow?" he asked. I blinked. "I thought you said just this week." "Yeah, it might be longer." Something in his tone made my skin crawl. "Liam," I said, slowly, "what's going on?" He smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. "Nothing you need to worry about." Yeah, that's exactly when I started worrying. That night I couldn't sleep. Maya's words kept replaying in my head. He keeps telling us not to tell anyone things. What things? And why involve me suddenly? The next day, I went back to pick them up. But this time, I paid closer attention, and what I saw, it made me realize this wasn't just a favor. I was being pulled into something I didn't understand yet. And my brother, he was hiding something big. But the real question is, what kind of secret makes a father tell his kids to stay silent? And why did I have a feeling I was about to find out the hard way? What would you do if your own family started acting like strangers? I told myself I was overthinking. I really did. But the second I pulled up to the school again, that feeling came right back. You know that gut feeling? The one that whispers, "Something's wrong?" Yeah, that. Maya and Ethan walked out slower this time. No running, no smiles. Just quiet. I waved. "Hey guys!" Maya forced a smile. Ethan didn't even look up. The teacher standing by the gate gave me a look. Not a normal look, the kind that lingers. "Hi," she said cautiously. "You're their aunt, right?" I nodded. "Yeah, just helping out this week." Her smile tightened. "Right. Well, make sure they get home safely." Something about the way she said it felt loaded, like she wanted to say more but couldn't. The drive home was even worse than yesterday. Silence again, until I broke it. "Did your dad talk to you guys last night?" Maya shook her head. Ethan stared out the window. "He was on the phone." "With who?" I asked. He shrugged. "He told us to go to our room." Of course he did. When we got to the house, his car was already there. That was new. I felt a small wave of relief. Maybe I was overthinking. Maybe everything was fine. The second we walked in, I heard voices. Liam and someone else. A man. Low. Tense. Arguing. I froze in the hallway, holding the kids back with my arm. "I told you I need more time," he hissed. "You've already had time," the other man snapped. "You think I'm playing with you?" My heart started pounding. Money. It had to be money. Maya looked up at me, confused. I forced a smile and whispered, "Go to your room, okay?" They didn't argue. That scared me even more. I waited until their door closed before stepping further inside. The voices got louder. "You don't understand," Liam said, voice shaking. "If I don't fix this, you should have thought about that before you got involved." Involved? In what? I stepped into the living room, and everything went quiet. Liam turned around so fast it was almost violent. "Why are you here early?" he snapped. "School ends at the same time every day," I shot back. The other man stood up slowly. Tall. Broad. The kind of guy who didn't need to raise his voice to scare you. His eyes landed on me. Cold. "Who's this?" he asked. "My sister," Liam muttered. The man looked me up and down, then smiled. Not a friendly smile. "Didn't know you were bringing family into this." "I'm not," Liam said quickly. "She's just helping with the kids." The man chuckled. "Yeah, hope she knows what she's signing up for." My chest tightened. "I'm not signing up for anything," I said. "What's going on here?" Liam shot me a look, the kind that says, "Shut up." "I'll handle it," he told the man. "You better." Clock's ticking. Then he walked out. Just like that. The door slammed. Silence. Heavy. Suffocating silence. I turned to Liam. "What happened?" He ignored me. "Who was that?" "No one." "Don't do that," I snapped. "Don't lie to me." He ran a hand through his hair, pacing. "It's just work stuff." "Work doesn't look like that, Liam." He stopped, looked at me, and for a second, I saw it. Fear. Real fear. "You need to stop asking questions," he said quietly. "Excuse me?" "I'm serious. Just pick up the kids, drop them off. That's it." "That's it?" I repeated. "You've got some random guy threatening you in your living room, your kids are scared, and you think I'm just going to ignore that?" His jaw tightened. "I'm handling it." "No, you're not." That hit a nerve. "Just stay out of it," he snapped. And there it was, the truth. He didn't want help. He wanted silence, just like he told his kids. A cold realization washed over me. This wasn't just about money. This was something bigger, something messier, and somehow I was already in it. That night, after I got home, I couldn't shake the image of that man, or Liam's face. So I did something I probably shouldn't have. I went back. Late, around 11 p.m. The house was dark. Too dark. No lights, no noise. I knocked. No answer. I tried the handle. Unlocked. My heart started racing as I stepped inside. "Liam?" I called softly. Nothing. I moved further in. The living room was empty. Kitchen? Empty. Then I heard something upstairs. A thud, followed by a voice. Not Liam's. "Where is it?" I froze, because I realized something in that moment. I wasn't the only one looking for answers anymore, and whoever was upstairs, they weren't asking nicely. I should have run. The second I heard that voice upstairs, I should have turned around, walked out, and never looked back. But I didn't, because Maya and Ethan were still inside, and whatever this was, it had already crossed a line. I moved slowly, each step up the stairs feeling louder than it should have. My heart was pounding so hard, I was sure whoever was up there could hear it. Another crash. "Stop lying to me," the man shouted. I reached the top step and froze. Liam's bedroom door was half open. Light spilled into the hallway. And then I heard Liam. "I told you I don't have it." "You think I'm stupid," the man growled. I peeked through the gap. It was the same guy from earlier, only now he looked worse, angrier, desperate. Liam was backed against the wall, breathing hard, a bruise already forming on his cheek. My stomach twisted. This wasn't just a threat anymore. This was real, dangerously real. "Please," Liam said, "just give me more time." "You're out of time," the man snapped. Then he grabbed Liam by the collar, and that's when I made the dumbest, bravest decision of my life. "Hey!" Both of them turned. The man's eyes locked onto mine, and I swear, for a second he looked surprised. Then he smiled. "You again." My voice shook, but I stood my ground. "Get out of this house." Liam's face went pale. "What are you doing?" "I'm not letting this happen," I shot back. The man let go of Liam slowly, like he wasn't threatened at all. "You've got guts," he said, stepping toward me. "I'll give you that." Every instinct screamed at me to back up. I didn't. "Whatever he owes you," I said, forcing confidence into my voice, "this isn't how you handle it." He tilted his head. "Oh, you think this is about money?" That sentence hit me like ice water. "If it's not, then what is it?" I asked. He chuckled, then reached into his pocket and pulled out a small flash drive. My stomach dropped. "Your brother here," he said, glancing at Liam, "got himself involved in something he shouldn't have." Liam shook his head. "Don't!" "Too late," the man cut him off. "She's already in it." My chest tightened. "In what?" The man held up the flash drive. "Information," he said. "Very valuable information." I looked at Liam. "What did you do?" He couldn't even meet my eyes. "I was trying to fix things," he muttered. "By doing what?" I demanded. "By taking something that doesn't belong to him," a man answered for him. Silence filled the room, heavy, crushing. "You stole something?" I whispered. Liam finally looked at me, tears in his eyes. "I didn't think it would go this far." Of course he didn't. People like him never do. "What is on that?" I asked, pointing at the flash drive. The man's smile faded. "Enough to ruin a lot of powerful people." My blood ran cold. "And now," he continued, "a lot of powerful people want it back." Everything clicked. The fear, the secrecy, the kids being told to stay quiet. This wasn't just some mistake. This was dangerous. "So take it," I said quickly. "Just take it and leave them alone." The man looked at me like I'd missed the point. "If it were that simple," he said, "we wouldn't be here." I frowned. "What does that mean?" He stepped closer, lowered his voice. "It means your brother doesn't have the only copy." I turned to Liam slowly, and that's when I saw it. The guilt, the hesitation. "Liam," my voice cracked, "what did you do?" He swallowed hard, then whispered, "I gave it to someone else." The room spun. "Who?" the man roared. Liam didn't answer, because at that exact moment we heard something downstairs, a door creaking open, footsteps, more than one person. The man's expression changed instantly, from anger to alert. "They're here," he muttered. My heart stopped. "They?" I repeated. He grabbed the flash drive, shoving it back into his pocket. "Congratulations," he said to Liam. "You just made this everyone's problem." Then he looked at me, and for the first time, he didn't look amused. He looked serious. "You should have walked away when you had the chance." Footsteps got louder, closer, and suddenly I understood the truth. This wasn't over, not even close, because whatever was on that flash drive, people were willing to do anything for it, and now they knew exactly where to find us. So tell me, if one mistake pulled you into something this dangerous, how far would you go to protect the people you love? Like and subscribe, because stories like this remind you sometimes the biggest danger doesn't come from strangers, but from the secrets your own family keeps.